Now I am going to derive the equation for effective capacitance of this capacitor. This capacitor consists two plates, but one plate is kept slantly with respect to this, making theta angle with this first plate, and gap is completely filled with this dielectric material of constant K. The gap between these two at this first end is D. Now plate breadth B and length is L. To find the effective capacitance of this, we should divide this capacitor into small elements. That elements must be perpendicular to length of these plates. So if it is the one of the elements, this is the one element of the capacitor. First I will write the capacitance of this small element. This small element thickness is dx and this length is b. Now for this small element, based on this equation, capacitance of capacitor with dielectric material and parallel plate capacitor capacitance with dielectric material is this. Based on that, I am writing here this small element capacitance K. A means area of this element, this thickness into this length, that is B dx epsilon naught by D. D means gap between these two plates at this element. So up to this is given D directly. This is up to here, this is a D. But what about this side? Now for that you can take this triangle and this is angle theta. If the distance of element this end is x, this is x. By taking sin theta, you can write this side, that is x sin theta. This side is x sin theta. So this is x sin theta. Now this gap between the two plates at this element is d plus x sin theta. If theta is very small, you can take sin theta nearly equal to theta. For approximate value of this capacitance of small element, you can take kb epsilon naught dx by, here sin theta is theta, so d plus x theta. So integrate this to get the total capacitance, because all the elements are parallel to this element. So means capacitance of all such small elements are in parallel combination. Parallel combination means you can write Cp equal to sigma C for n capacitors. Sigma means summation, that is integration. So it gives effective capacitance. So write the constant terms outside, kb epsilon naught, integration of this. Here I can take d common. So if I take d common, here you will have 1 and here x theta by d into dx. Clear? Now effective capacitance, write this d also outside the integration, kb epsilon naught by d, or you can write this in numerator. So this is 1 plus x theta by d, that power is minus 1, inverse of this, into dx. You can apply binomial expansion form. So this power comes to here when this value is very smaller than 1. So kb epsilon naught by d gives 1 minus x theta by d. Write this here. That is the effective capacitance. Now integration of this. What are the limits for x? That elements will be started here and the last element will be here. For first element, distance x value is 0. For this last element located at second end, distance is L. Now integrate and apply the limits. I am writing the integration of this here, k b epsilon naught by d. So write that 1 dx, integration of 1 dx is x, and this theta and d are constant, integration of x dx is x square by 2, and we have theta and d also, write those term also. Here you will have the limits 0 to L. Substitute the limits, that the effective capacitance is now k b epsilon naught by d. You will have here L and L square theta by 2d. You can take one L common. It gives that effective capacitance is k b L into epsilon naught by d 1 minus L theta by 2d. This is the equation. Our length and breadth product gives area of the plates. Our effective capacitance is also equal to k A epsilon naught by d of 1 minus L theta by 2d. That is the equation.